Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is July the 28th, 2022, and we got some AEW to talk about because, again, they're bringing more championships. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, they just announced at All Out at September the 4th? I think it's the 4th. At September 4th, All Out, they're going to bring the first ever Trios Championship. The design kind of looks like an NWA titles, but I'm not hating it. But people have been wanting a Trios. That even when they brought out the TBS saying they were going to bring a new title, they wish it was the Trios. Even with the All Atlantic, they wish it was the Trios. Now we finally get the Trios because we still have a whole bunch of factions. Yes, some of them broke up, some people left the company, all that stuff. But there's still a lot of factions that could win the Trios Championship. We don't know who is in the tournament. We just know there's going to be a tournament finals at All Out. Anyone can be in it. Dark Order, Best Friends, Super Elite, Undisputed Elite, whatever it's called. All those people. John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, I can't even say his name right. Before we get to something, I'm not going to try to pronounce, before we get to the matches I'm not going to try to pronounce Thunder Rosa's opponent because I don't know how to say her name. I don't want to botch it, and I don't want to be disrespectful. So I am not going to try to say her name. Okay? It's a name that is too big and too complicated for my head. So bear with me, guys. So we got AEW to do, and to start off AEW, we had an interim World Championship match. John Moxley versus Rouge. It was a pretty decent match and a hard-hitting match. The only thing I was getting bugged is hearing William Regal talk. Like, seriously, when he was on WWE with NXT general manager stuff, we didn't have to hear him talk so much. But every time he's on commentary, the guy sounds like one of those teachers that you don't want to listen so many times. Shut it. Don't tell me how wrestling works. Just let me watch the match. Stop it. He's telling people how to make sure you're not hurt. Okay? You can do that to the other wrestlers. Tell the wrestlers that in the backstage. Don't tell the fans, because the fans are not going to do a power driver. I don't need to know that because I'm not going to do a power driver on my brother or a power driver on my dad. I don't need to know how to do that, okay? Jeez. I'm not going to power drive anyone. So it was a pretty decent match. We got Andrade coming out trying to make Rouge win. Got the odds. But ladies and gentlemen, the Lucha Bros made Andrade run away and ran through the audience, just like Christian Cage did. So that happened. Christian Cage is the next MJF running like a big baby. But the winner of that match was John Moxley. And still your champion. But ladies and gentlemen, Chris Jericho came out with his teammates. And ladies and gentlemen, he said that he, after 2.5 years, he wants to get his rematch for the AEW World Championship. Remember, he lost the title to John Moxley at AEW Revolution 2020. And now he wants the title shot. That should be expired, that rematch. 2.5 years? That should be expired. But it's official. We will have it like in 2 weeks, I think. John Moxley versus Chris Jericho for the championship. Something with a lake in it. Why can't you just call it AEW Dynamite? Why does it always have to have a special edition? Just call it AEW Dynamite. Like, Raw doesn't do that. SmackDown doesn't do that. They do it a couple of times, like if it's a holiday. Or NXT does the same thing. Because they don't have their own pay-per-views. But AEW has their pay-per-views. They have pay-per-views. Why the heck are you making AEW Dynamite a special show when you have a special show called your pay-per-views? Just make more pay-per-views. Why don't you put those little small shows that you're trying to make a special edition to your small pay-per-views? Impact Wrestling does the same thing. They have their small pay-per-views on the Impact Plus, and then they got their big shows. They don't put Impact Wrestling, Bash at the Beach. No, it's just called Impact Wrestling, and then if they want to do something special, it will be on Impact Plus. Or something small pay-per-view, Impact Plus. Why are you keep on making every weekly show a special edition? Like, it doesn't need to be like that. Why? It's not special. It feels like it's the same AEW Dynamite, but with a different title. That doesn't say Dynamite. It says Fight for Fallen. Okay? Where's the special? Because there's no special. Next, we got Ricky Starks have his open challenge with Danhausen for the FTW title. People said he squashed Danhausen, but Danhausen had some defense until he got speared, and Ricky Starks retains his FTW championship. And then he says, and I quote, that he has more in the tank, and he wants another opponent. And he says he's for real now, that he's not going to wait until next week. He's going to do it right now. And the man that accepted the challenge was Hook, Taz's son. And Taz's teammates, Ricky Starks, they're going head for the championship. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, and your new FTW champion, Hook, is the winner of that match. But they still have some respect for each other. They props each other. And then Ricky Starks was on an interview, and he said a whole bunch of words I don't remember. That his time was supposed to be a long time ago, but it's now. Since he lost the FTW title, now he could go for the AEW titles. That's really recognized as a championship. And then, ladies and gentlemen, when Ricky Starks stopped talking, Powerhouse Hobbs just knocked the head off of Ricky Starks. He just clotheslined Ricky Starks, and then he just stares down like a mean grizzly bear. What's going to happen with Team Taz? I think Team Taz is no more. It was like, there's no point on Team Taz because Taz, he's on commentary. It doesn't really mean anything. He's not doing anything. It's not really Team Taz anymore. So I'm guessing, we're going to just break these guys up because Taz is on commentary now. So what's the point of it? He's not managing these guys. He's just rooting for them every time they're in a match, but that's not anything. That's not really a faction. Team Taz is supposed to be Taz in the faction, but he's not. He's on commentary. That's his faction, the commentary table. Then we had Sammy Guevara versus Dante Martin, and Sammy had Tay Conti in his corner, and for some reason Dante Martin had Sky Blue in his. When did Sky Blue ever had a problem with Tay Conti or Jericho's team? I don't remember that. Is that on a Rampage or AEW Dark that I don't watch? I don't know, but ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Sammy Guevara with his little GTS thing, or JTH, something like that. I don't know. And then, ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't done there. Sammy was attacking Dante Martin, and then Sky Blue got herself involved. She got attacked by Tay Conti, but Sky Blue had some defense until Anna Jay came out. And it turned into a 2-on-1 onto Sky Blue. Until Ruby Soho came out with her group, her friends, Eddie Kingston and Ortiz, to make Sammy, Anna, and Tay Conti run away. That's Eddie Kingston too? I don't think Santana was there. He's still injured, I believe. Then we had Swerve Strickland versus Tony Nese and Mark Sterling in a 2-on-1 handicap match. I didn't care for this match one bit, but the winner of that match was Swerve Strickland pinning Mark Sterling. But at the end, we just saw on the Titantron, well, technically we saw in the backstage, Swerve saw on the Titantron that Keith Lee was laid out. by a Ring of Honor guy named Josh Woods. I don't know who that is. I heard of him, but I don't know who he is. And he was holding the AEW Tag Team titles. And then Tony Nese attacked Swerve, and he was holding the Swerve's Tag Team titles. So I'm guessing Tony Nese and Josh Woods wants the Tag Team titles. Then we had Thunder Rosa versus her opponent for the AEW Women's World Championship. And the winner of that match and still the champion, Thunder Rosa. Then we had Daniel Garcia versus Bryan Danielson. Well, Bryan Danielson screwed something up on his neck because when he was about to do, I think it was a missile dropkick, he landed on his head and he looked like he was passed out or something, or he's unconscious. I don't know what. The guy was not feeling well. And then he got bloody. He had some defense, but at the end, when Bryan Danielson was about to do like a tap out or a pin, somebody grabbed his leg from the apron under the ring skirt, grabbed his leg, and then Daniel Garcia gets the win by knocking out Bryan Danielson. So, all of that. And then we saw it was Jake Hager is the one that's doing it, was holding the leg of Bryan Danielson. That's all for me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Impact Wrestling results. That's all for me today. Tyler's out. Bye!